This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Diablos going up against the Bisons. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Mexico City Diablos and the Oklahoma City Bison. They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Back to throw now on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's taken down deep in their territory. That one goes for 38 yards. And that'll be good enough for the first.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. In motion left is Watkins. The play clock's running down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The slot man in motion right. And to give this time to the tailback. A strong running. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Here we go. Over. Watching that, Barney.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an error.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Slot man moves right. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And a look now at the starting defense.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. In motion comes the tight end left.
Detroit! Back there in that Philly, here we go! Gun!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about Hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Brendan Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's OKC football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go. What?
In motion left is Watkins.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Ohio. Ohio.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now back out comes the offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver. Because
looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. And a loose football.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Let's go!
The center receiver in motion to the right. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Let's go! Green!
Halfback sent in motion. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go now. Clifford!
And the back goes into motion.
Detroit!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Offense look, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
All right, now look at 56.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To play in a tightly contested first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat. Yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence and go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an offset out. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now the offense heading back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
All right, now look at 56. Let's go. 56. 3-19.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Over. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it's a second down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now back to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go. Green, 39.
In motion, left Shepard. Now a handoff as they run left side. Room here to run. It's a pickup of 19, and it'll give them the first down.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
2nd down following the run. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This will be taken very short. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Flex Ohio! Ohio!
In motion left is Watkins. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And now they're in the hurry up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 90! Ohio! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Gurley. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Gurley again here on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now this time he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Flex round! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the tight end goes in motion left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. In motion, left Shepard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Over.
Slot man moves right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. We've got a 3rd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma City, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.